Let's pay homage to the Buddha by reciting Namo Tassa 3 times. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. We are talking about Samaññaphala Sutta, the benefits of a Bhikkhu life, or the fruits of Bhikkhu life. So, after listening the Buddha's teaching, one may ordain as a Bhikkhu. After that, he practices morality, controlling faculty, mindfulness and comprehension. He practices being content, removing the hindrances. After removing hindrances, because of removing hindrances, he sees himself, he becomes happy, he has Pa-Auk. Pa-Auk is small happiness, gladness. For those who has Pa-Auk, pity arises within them. Pity is joy, more happiness. For those who has pity, joy, the body is tranquil. So, the one who has bodily tranquil, he can have Sutta, happiness feeling, happy feeling. If someone happy, his mind can concentrate. Because of this, he will gain fast jhana. Together with Vidaka, Vichara, Piti and Sukha, born from seclusion, secluded from sensuality, secluded from all akusala. So he gets fast jhana. That is the benefit of Bhikkhu life. So, if someone has fast jhana, then he is happy. Secluded from sensuality, no need to see, no need to listen, no need to smell anything to be happy. Secluded from all akusala, not have any akusala. Sometimes to be happy, we have to have akusala. So some people catching fish, they are happy like that. So if someone indulges to the jhana, so he has happiness without having any akusala. So the whole body is full of happiness. There is no place without happiness. So the Buddha gave here is simile. someone who help others to take a bath. So he puts water on something. After that, he put soap upon us. So after that, he does. So every part of soap powder, so there is water in every part of soap powder. Soap powder is wet by the water. There is no place which is dry. So in the same way, if someone have past jhana, his body is separated by happiness. The whole body can feel happiness, touched by happiness. There is no place not touched by happiness. So that is the benefits of a bhikkhu life, visible here and now. Like that, the Buddha say like this. So another one. After that, removing vitaka, removing vichara, he got second jhana. Second jhana. Second jhana also has a piti sukha, born by concentration. Before in the first jhana, because of vitaka, vichara, samadhi is not clear, not so obvious. After removing vitaka, vichara, samadhi is very obvious. Because of this, he has happiness born by concentration. Ekoti bhava. Chetaso ekoti bhava. Ekoti bhava is may translate oneness. Oneness. Very concentrate. Hijadan sambasadana. Clear in inside. Inside very clear. Have a faith. Have a lot of faith inside. So that is the second jhana mentioned in the book. So his body is separated by happiness and sukha, piti and sukha, born by concentration. And there is no place not touched by happiness and piti and sukha, born by concentration. So there is a simile given by the Buddha here. So one bond, there is no way to come water from the eastern side, western side, south and north. So the rain also not come occasionally, not come. So all waters are coming out from the earth, from every area. So because of this, the water is very clean, very cool, because of not coming in from any other place, just come out from the earth. So rain also not come, because of this very clear. If we have rain, sometimes the water may shake, so not so sure to wet in every part. Because of just raining, the water like a flow after that go away. So if those places are made dry, not so sure. Because of this is coming out from every part. So the water is very quiet, very calm, very clean. Also every part of the water. So the earth is wet. wet, not just flowing, coming from the inside. So there is no place, no wet by water. Every places are touched by water. So in the same way, if someone has second jhana, his mind is very happy, the whole body can feel happiness born by concentration. So that is also the great or better benefits visible here and now. So after that, the Buddha mentioned the third jhana. Third jhana. Third jhana is after removing piti. Removing piti, he can get a third jhana. That third jhana is here mentioned he state with neutrality, mindfulness, and comprehension. Neutrality is, according to Abhidhamma, his feeling is not neutrality, sukha, but no piti. No piti, very stable, very equanimity. So because of this, he used neutrality, upekkha. But this upekkha is not feeling. Not feeling. This upekkha is tatra minchatatta cetasika. Tranquility or equanimity, they may translate equanimity. So with the mindfulness, so because of disturbed by piti, quite excited, mindfulness is not clear. Now because of removing piti, mindfulness and comprehension is very clear. Another one, sukhinsa kayena patisamveti. He can feel happiness with the body. That means within jhana, he cannot know about the body, only know the meditation objects. But because of concentrated mind, that mind produces many materiality, good materiality. After get up from the meditation, the whole body is like a very perfect, very good to stay, very good feel he has. So because of this, sukhinsa kayena patisamveti, he feel happiness with the body. Yandan ariya chaikanti. The noble persons say like this about this jhana. Upekkha, equanimity. Satima has mindfulness. Sukha vihari, staying happily. They say noble persons praise about this jhana in this way. Equanimity, mindfulness, staying happily. So that is third jhana. So his body is separated by happiness without piti, without joy. So there is no place of the body not touched by happiness. Every body parts are touched by happiness. So, great again, there is a simile. So, there are many kinds of lotus flowers called Opala, Baduma, Bondarika, etc. So, those lotus plantation or flowers, so inside the water, grow up in the water, so still have under the water, no appear above the water, inside the water. So, for those lotus flower, from the roots until the top, touched by water. There is no place not touched by water. In the same way, the person who has third jhana. So for him, the whole body is attached by happiness without joy, spread by happiness. There is no place of the body parts not touched by happiness. So that is also the better benefits, superior benefits of Bhikkhu life visible here and now. So next one is Chatutha jhana, fourth jhana. So great king Bhikkhu has fourth jhana. Fourth jhana mentioned here Sukhasacabhana, removing happiness, Dukkasacabhana, removing suffering, Bhaveva Somanasa Domanasana, removing Somanasa Domanasa already. Adokha Masukha, no suffering, no happiness. That means neutrality. Ubeka Sati Parisauddin, and there is purity of mindfulness because of neutrality. Mindfulness is very pure because of Ubeka. Therefore, because of happy, very happy together with the Sukha. If happy, neutral, mindfulness is not so pure. If someone happy, may not so mindful. So now fourth jhana is no sukha. Because of this, mindfulness is very clear, very pure. So that is mentioned about the fourth jhana. So this body is separated by the purity of mind. Purity of mind means brightness, has a brightness of mind. He has a very brightness. Brightness, the whole bodies are separated by brightness of the mind. So touched by brightness of the mind. So similarly, it's like this. Someone sits or lying down, covered by white clothes. His every body parts are covered by white clothes. No place, no covered by white clothes. In the same way, that bhikkhu who has fourth jhana also, he sits separated by brightness of mind. There is no place not touched by brightness. So that is also the superior benefits of bhikkhu life visible here and now. So fourth jhana. So in this sutta, only fourth jhana mentioned. Rupavachara jhana only mentioned. Arupavachara jhana not mentioned. But in the commentary, said like this: although not mentioned, Arupavachara jhana should take the meaning included Arupavachara jhana. Why? Later the Buddha will teach. The Buddha will teach like vijnana, direct knowledge or psychic power. That is after practicing Rupavachara jhana and Arupavachara jhana can get psychic power. Without practicing Arupavachara jhana cannot get psychic power. Because of that later the Buddha will show psychic power. So here also, although not mentioned in the sutta about the Arupavachara jhana, should take the meaning. Arupavachara jhana also included like this. So after that, the Buddha mentioned the vipassana jnana. Vipassana jnana is after having concentration, his mind is very pure, very bright, and no dots, complete, soft, has a softness, has a flexibility, malleability, and very stable. The mind is very stable, unshakable. At that time, he inclined the mind towards jnana dassana, knowing and seeing. Inclined to know the mentality, materiality, vipassana object. Just inclined, because he has a concentration. So, here jnana dassana, knowing and seeing means vipassana knowledge. Vipassana knowledge. Just inclined to see, to know, like this. So, at that time he understands about his body. His body is made of 4 elements. Born mother and father have to increase or grow up by eating rice and cake, has impermanence, have to be covered, have to be massaged, has the nature of destroying, impermanence. So that is the understanding about the body. Yeah, only that mentioned, not mentioned very widely. Very widely. That is a knowing materiality. Knowing materiality about the body made of 4 elements, born by mother and father, have to grow up by eating cake and rice, has impermanence, have to be covered, have to be massaged, have the nature of destroying. Yeah, that is a knowing about the materiality. The Buddha not mentioned very much detail. But in some Sutta, quite clear to say, like first of all, to discern materiality. After that, discern mentality. After that, discern cause and effect. After that, contemplate nature of anatta. That is the sequence of practicing vipassana. But here, about the discerning materiality, only mentioned like this. After that, he sees about the mentality. Mentality is dependent on materiality, connected with materiality. So only mentality and materiality he see. Mind and matter, he see. First of all, he see the matter. After that, see mind, connected with materiality, dependent on materiality. So, the Buddha gave a simile about this. Also, there is a kind of jewel, like a ruby or some kind of jewel or gem. So very good quality. There is 8 pieces because of cutting. Has 8 pieces. Pieces well cutting. Very clear, no dots. So inside of that ruby or that jewel, there is the string. String maybe black, maybe yellow, maybe red or white. So at that time, the person who has good eyesight, he saw this is a jewel or ruby, very clear, has 8 pieces. So inside the ruby there is string, which is black or white or yellow or red, like this. So for him, very clear, ruby and string. In the same way, Bhikkhu also he practices vipassana. He has a concentration. He practices vipassana. He see this is materiality. Materiality very clear. Materiality is like a jewel or ruby. Mentality is dependent on materiality. That is like a string, or thread, huh? Like a thread. So that is a simile about the vipassana. So that vipassana knowledge also the benefit of Bhikkhu life, visible here and now. Visible here and now. So, in the commentary, mentioned about the materiality a little bit only, but mentality is Phassa Panchamaka. Phassa Panchamaka is about 5 groups to get Phassa, etc. Taking the materiality as an object. After that, Sabba Chaita Chetasika, all Chaita Chetasika, need to see. So according to this definition, vipassana is need to discern materiality, also need to discern mentality. Mentality is some people think only 1 or 2 need to discern. According to here, Phassa Panchamaka, 5 group together with the Phassa, maybe Phassa, Vedana, Sanya, Chetana, and Chaita. That is maybe Phassa Panchamaka. So, according to here, I need to discern Phassa, Vedana, Chetana, Sanya, Chaita. After that, next one is Sabba Chaita Chetasika. Sabba Chaita Chetasika is all Chaita Chetasika need to discern. If so, need to discern all Chaita Chetasika. So, actually after vipassana can get Mekka knowledge, path and fruition knowledge. But here, after vipassana, show the Buddha say, mention about the psychic power of Vijnana. So, according to real sequence, after vipassana can get Mekka and Phala, path and fruition knowledge. So, why here didn't say like this? So like this, some people practice concentration. After that, they try to get psychic power. So, if they have a divine eye, they may hear the fearful sound. If some no practice vipassana, once they have a fearful sound, so they may have a fear. So some people got Bhuvanivasana recollection of many lives in the past. So they may see fearful aggregate, fearful body. So ourselves, in some life in the past, we may be like a demon or ghost. At that time, you may see fearful aggregates. At that time, also may fear. So some people have a divine eye. If so, they can see very fearful objects. So at that time, they feel fear. They have fear. So, but if someone have a practice of vipassana, they may contemplate anicca, dukkha, anatta, or mentality, materiality. So, fearful object is fear. So, because of this, to dispel fear, to complete process, the Buddha show Vipassana fast. So if someone want to be safe, need to practice Vipassana fast. So to show those sequence, the Buddha show Vipassana knowledge fast. So next reason is to produce Janakabhivamsa path and fruition. Only Vipassana can do. To show like this, the Buddha mentioned Vipassana knowledge first, then other psychic power. So Vipassana knowledge also the superior benefits of a bhikkhu life, visible here and now. So next one is the Manomiyati Jnana. Manomiyati Jnana, mind-made power knowledge. We say mind-made power knowledge. The knowledge of the power of mind-made. So after having concentration, after getting the 8 kinds of jhana, we have to practice 8 kinds of kasina in 14 way. After that, the mind is very stable, very soft, have ready to do anything, so bright, so clear. So at that time, just incline the mind to get mind-made power. So at that time, he can create another body, mind-made, completed with limbs. So similarly, this knowledge is like that snake. The snake, the skin of snake. Occasionally, they release their skin. So snake and skin of snake is very similar. So he know this is a snake, and this is a skin of a snake. So in the same way, the sword put into the sheath. So take out from the sheath. This is a sword. This is a sheath. Can see clearly. In the same way, for him also, he created a similar body, but he know this is a real me. That is created by me, like that. So he know. So can get such benefits in bhikkhu life, visible here and now. That is also benefit of bhikkhu life. So everything are the same. He can create. That is called the Manomiyati Jnana, mind-made power knowledge. Next one is Adivita Jnana. Adivita is different. The knowledge of different power. So after getting concentration, he inclines to get those knowledge. So being one can be many. Being many can be one. So can go beyond the wall, beyond the mountain, without sticking anything, like the sky. He can go in the same way. So he can sink into the earth like the water. In the same way, he can go into the water like the land. By sitting, he can go in the sky. like the bird. Like the bird, he can hold and touch the moon and sun, which has very much, which is very powerful. Very powerful. He can touch with his hand. So he can be in the Brahma world according to his mind. Until Brahma world he can go. So that is the Adivita knowledge. So about that, the Buddha gave a simile. Simile is like that. Maybe clever potter. Potter is maybe who do the pots. Who do the pots. Or the disciple of potter. Who do the pottery. So he is very clever about the pots. Which kind of pots he want to do, he can do according to his desire. He is very clever. So another thing is who do about the task, like about the elephant task. They do carving. How do you say? Huh? Ivory. Yeah. Ivory. Ivory. Very clever ivory. So about the ivory, he can do anything, whatever he want to do. In the same way, this person also about the creation, everything he can do. Very clever. He can go to fly into the sky, can go into the water, also can sink into the earth. Even Brahma world, he can go according to his mind. So that is called Adivita knowledge. That is also the benefit of bhikkhu life, visible here and now. So next one is a Devasota jnana, Devasota knowledge, divine ear. So after getting concentration, after having brightness, without doubt, his mind is very flexible, very stable. At that time, he inclined to get divine eye. With the clear divine eye, so he can hear the sound made by human, made by Deva, near and far. He can hear, he can listen any sound. So similarly, is like this: someone go to the long journey, far from some place. He can hear the sound. This is which music. This is which music very clearly he can hear. In the same way, if someone has a concentration, divine ear, he can hear any sound, although near, although far. Made by Deva, made by human, everything, every sound that he can hear. That is called divine ear. So that is a benefit of bhikkhu life, visible here and now. Next one is Setopriya jnana. Setopriya jnana is we say mind reader. Mind reader. Reading others' mind. Knowledge of reading others' mind. So after getting concentration, he inclined to know others' mind. So he can know others' mind. So others' mind is with lust, without lust, with anger, without anger, with delusion, without delusion, mundane or supramundane, superior and inferior, concentrated and not concentrated. He can know everything. So just as man or woman, young, have a nature to do adornments for himself or herself, he see the picture into the mirror, the image in the mirror. At that time, he can see any dot on the face, on her face, on his face, any dots. So, in the same way, if someone has Saitopariya Jnana, the knowledge reading others' mind, at that time he can see everything about others' mind. So that is called Saitopariya Jnana. So benefit of equal life visible here and now. Next one is Pa-Auk Jnana. After getting concentration, he inclines to get Pa-Auk Jnana. At that time, he can remember 1 life, 2 life, 3 life, 4 life, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 1,000, 100,000. Many destroying eon, building eon, destroying and building eon. So from here to there, I have been. My name is what? What is my clan? What is my complexion? What is my food? What is my happiness and suffering? What is my lifespan? So from there go another life. From that life go another life. What is my name? My clan? My appearance? Food? Happiness and suffering? Lifespan? Everything you know. That is called Pa-Auk knowledge. So about that, the Buddha gave a simile. Simile is like this. Someone go from his hometown to another town or another village. From that village, go another village. From that village, come back to his hometown. So at that time, he understand. From my village to go another village, how I'm going, how I go, how I stand, how I sit, how I speak, how I be, how I'm quiet. So after that, I go another village. How I stay, how I sit, speak, be quiet. After that, I come back to my village. So in the same way, if someone can see previous lives in this way, from here to there, from there to another place, like that, what is my name, my clan, my appearance, my food, my happiness and suffering, lifespan, everything he knows, like that. So that is called Pa-Auk knowledge. Next one is the Deva Chakku knowledge. Deva Chakku knowledge is divine eye. Divine eye, after getting concentration, he trying to see beings with the divine eye. So at that time, he see many beings near to die, about to die, about to be being born. So inferior and superior, ugly and beautiful, has a good destination, bad destination. According to karma, they will be reborn. So he saw everything. So sometimes he saw beings doing the bodily better. So doing better bodily, involved in speech, in mind. At that time, in mind, accusing the noble persons having around you, establishing around you karma. After that, when he passed away, he reborn the bad destination, or maybe into the hell, into the animal life, he was born, he saw those beings. So some beings he saw, they have good deeds in body, in speech, and in mind. They not accuse the noble persons having a right view, establishing right view karma. After they passed away, they reborn in the world. He saw such a situation. So in this way, he saw beings about to die, about to reborn, inferior and superior, ugly and beautiful, good destination and bad destination, everything he saw. So similarly is like this. There is like a house in a junction. So from that house, someone see people. Some people are going around. Some people are going, and some people are sitting. So some people are going into the house. Some people are coming out from the house. Some people are going into the streets. Some people are sitting in a junction. Everything he saw, because he is staying on the house at the junction. So in the same way, if someone has a divine eye, he can see all beings, what they are doing, because of those karma where they will be reborn like that. Who they are ugly or beautiful, because of which karma can know everything. That is considered Devachakku knowledge. The benefit of Bhikkhu life, visible here now. The Buddha gave answer to the Ajata Sadhu like this. That is the benefit of Bhikkhu life. Because Ajata Sadhu wants to know what is the benefit of Bhikkhu life. So there are many bhikkhus he saw surrounded to the Buddha. So what is their benefit? He wants to know. So next one is Asavakkhaya Jnana, the knowledge of destruction of chains. After getting in concentration, he inclined his mind to have a destruction of chains. So at that time, he know truly this is a suffering. This is the origin of suffering. This is the cessation of suffering. And this is the path lead to cessation of suffering. So in other words, this is the chains. This is the origin of chains. This is the cessation of chains. This is the path lead to cessation of chains. So after knowing like this, seeing like this, his mind is free from sensuality, sensual chains. His mind free from the chains of existence. His mind free from the chains of ignorance. Those are sensuality is a greed. The chains of existence is the greed attached to existence. That is a greed like for the Brahma realm, for the Arupa realm, like that. Chains of ignorance, that is avijja. So those are we call chains. Why? That is a stick in our body long time ago. So asava originally means alcohol. How to make alcohol? Some materiality have to keep it together long times. After long times later, become asava, alcohol. In the same way, those akusalas are in our body kept long times ago in the beginning point of samsara. So to distract that, very difficult. So after knowing this is suffering, this is the origin of suffering, this is the cessation of suffering, and this is the path lead to cessation of suffering. So can be can get the destruction of those chains. So after knowing like this, his mind free from sensuality, free from attachment to the existence, free from the chains of ignorance. So after that, he has a knowledge that no, I'm free from. When he becomes free, so himself, I become free. He know himself. That is we call Pa-Auk. After getting Janakabhivamsa, he see himself. I'm already free from those defilements. What is my mega, my path? What is my creation? How many defilements left? How many defilements still removed? What is Nibbana? So to reflect those, then have to have another knowledge. That is called Pa-Auk. So Vimutta Miti Jnana Hoti is knowing like that. I'm free from defilements. When he free from defilements. So Kina Jati, my rebirth is finished. Usidam Dhammasariya, I have practiced noble practice. Kadankaraniya, I have done what should be done. Nabara Itataya, nothing to do anymore. So about this knowledge is we call destruction of chains. So the Buddha gave a simile. So the bond, the bond is like so nearby have a mountain, maybe between or among the mountain, some small bond have very clear, no doubts. So someone who has eyesight, who has good eyesight, he saw anything in the water, even fishes, some beings in the water. He saw going around, standing, even small stone, everything, because the water is very clear. The water is very clear. So in the same way, if someone have such knowledge, the knowledge of destruction of chains, he can see that this is suffering, this is the origin of suffering, this is the cessation of suffering, and this is the path lead to cessation of suffering. In other words, like that, cessation of chains, that is the same meaning. So he can see very clearly. So in the commentary, what definition have? Yeah, that is called the destruction of chains. So that is the most superior benefits of a big life, visible here and now. So there is no more benefits. That is the last benefit, the most superior benefit. There is no other one more superior than this benefit. So after talking like this, King Ajata Sadhu, King of Makada, the son of Vedehi, he said, Vaikana Bandi, very excellent Bandi, Vaikana Bandi, marvelous Bandi, Siatabi Bandi Oko, Neko Jitawa Oko Jaya, like the pots, before like putting them down. So inside what have not clear. So you have done like this, putting up, become very clear. We say like simile. Just as another one is Parisanama Vivuriya. Just as something covered by something. The Buddha makes it to be open. So become very clear for him. He said like this. Another word he said like this. Monhasawa Meka Achekeya. Just as saying the way to go for those who has lost. Someone lost the road, so don't know where he go. At that time he showed this is the way to go. Like that. And the Buddha is like this. Andakari Watila Vichodan Dariya Chakumando Rubani Dekandi. The Buddha, you are like this, just as someone making a light in the dark. To see the materialities for those who has eyesight. Lighting is for those who has eyesight only. If someone not have an eye, although you make a light, they cannot see. So because of this, he say like this. Just as you make lights for those to see materiality for those who has eyesight. In the same way, the Buddha showed the Dhamma in many different ways. That means approach to the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha as a refuge. Upasakam Goa Bhagawa Daritu Pitadeke Vanuvedan Saranankatan. So you should mark me as a upasaka until I die. Another one says Isyo Mambande Isakama Yata Bala Yata Mona Yata Abusana. So one day I have committed the offense according to being foolish, according to delusion, according to akusala. He want to apologize. Yohan Vitara Dhamika Dhamara Jana Aisariya Karana Jivitam Oro Base. I have cut off the life of my father Kemba who has Dhamma, who rule over according to Dhamma, because of the authority, because of kingship. I have killed my father. So please accept my fault as a fault to take care, to protect in the future. These sentences are he apologized. He apologized because he has killed a devotee of Buddha. He has committed, so apologize. About this, apologize and how the Buddha accepts. Yes, you have done those commitments. You have killed your father, who ruled over according to Dhamma. So by seeing faults as a fault, if you cure, if you do compassion according to Dhamma, I accept that fault. According to Noble Person's practice, that is the practice to develop. Meaning apologizing is you should do if you have done wrongly. So knowing the fault as a fault, that is to develop according to Noble Person's practicing. So the Buddha accepts. After that, King Ajata said to go to the Buddha. Now I need to go back. I have a lot of jobs. So at that time the Buddha told him, yeah, you should know your time. So after that, the king paying homage to the Buddha, being gladness get up from the place, going around to the Buddha clockwise. After that, he went back. So in the commentary about that, what mentioned. So he think after listening to Dhamma talk, I have stayed a long time without knowing any Dhamma, without knowing the Buddha's quality. So after listening to Dhamma, he has 5 kinds of piti. 5 kinds of piti spread the whole body. So because of this, he said, Vaikana Bande, excellent Bande 2 times. So about this in the commentary mentioned, why say 2 times? So according to Pali Karma, so when we have a fear, we may say 2 times. Welcome snake, or getting angry. At that time also may say 2 times. Kill, or harm, something. So next one is praising in time. When we want to praise other people, so may say like that. Sadhu, 2 times, 2 or 3 times. That is called Amedita, maybe exclamation in English. Next one is Turite, saying hurriedly, quickly. Want to say hurry, or something. Come on, maybe like this. So next one is Koduhala. Koduhala is many people shouted something like that. Those are the some extra is a surprise. When we are surprised, also we may say 2 times. When we have amusement, asa. When we have worry is soka worry. Kahang ikabotka, where is my small little son? Where is my little son? Like that. So basada, when we have the mind very clear, at that time also say like that. Like sadhu. So 2 or 3 times say in Bali, in those situations. So about the Saranangachami, take refuge. So what is the refuge? What is the meaning of the word refuge? I approach to the Buddha, Dhamma and the Sangha as a refuge. Refuge here means protect from evil, arranging the benefits. So the Buddha can protect the evil, then can arrange the benefits. And that means the Buddha has a lot of qualities. Sila, Samadhi, Panya. Once you pay homage, so that can get a lot of kusala, protect the evil, then arrange benefits. Another thing, the Buddha told the disciples what we should do, what we should not do. By saying what we should not do, he protects from evil, then by saying what we should do, he can arrange the benefits. So that is what we call refuge. About the Kichami here, definitions of Bijami, Sewami, Pirupa, Sami. Kichami normally is a go. But here, definitions of Bijami, Sewami, Pirupa, Sami. That means associate with or approach to. Because of this, I want to translate. Maybe I think that is suitable to translate. I approach to the Buddha. I associate with the Buddha as a refuge. We associate many people not as a refuge, as a friend, as a mother, as a son. But we approach to the Buddha. We associate with the Buddha as a refuge. Refuge means who can arrange benefits, who can protect the evil idols. So another definition is Janami Bojami. Janami Bojami is know. I know. Kichami is know. I know the Buddha as a refuge. Know the Buddha as a refuge. Not as a friend, not as a relatives, a father, mother. Know as a refuge. Like that. Next one is about the Dhamma. I approach to the Dhamma. What is the Dhamma? Dhamma is coming in from Dara. Dara is bear or brain. Dhamma is something which can bear, can bring. Bring who? Who practice according to Dhamma. Dhamma can bring the one who practice according to Dhamma. How to bring? Not to get down into woeful states. Woeful states. So that is a very suffering place mentioned not only woeful states. So Dhamma can bring who? Can bring who practice according to Dhamma. The one who realize Nibbana. The one who gets Janakabhivamsa. So like that, if you have a sort of Mega, so the Dhamma will bring only human and Deva life. You cannot get down woeful states. So if you have a Sakata Gami Mega, Nagami Mega, Dhamma will bring you to the Brahma life. No more human and Deva life. If you become Arahanta, that Dhamma will bring you to the Nibbana. So because of this, Dhamma is there, or brain, who practice according to Dhamma, who realize the Nibbana, who got Janakabhivamsa. So Dhamma can bring. So that is the Dhamma. So bringing is not like people bringing something, not like that. Bringing is what? Bringing is destroying defilements which can produce woeful states. That means bringing, not like something we bring. So bringing is destroying defilements. We got a woeful state because of defilements, because of killing, stealing, anger, delusion, hatred, and others. And so if you have sort of Mega cut off around you something. Once it cut off around you and doubt, that bhasa cannot be woeful states. So here bringing is destroying defilements. So what is the Dhamma? What can destroy defilements? Especially only Mega. Mega path knowledge can destroy defilements. So Mega is really Dhamma. Once someone got Mega, that Mega cut off around you and doubts. So if cut off or destroy around you and doubts, that is bringing that bhasa to get human and Deva life, like that. So Mega is a real Dhamma. So Mega cannot arise itself by taking Nibbana as an object, have to arise. So Nibbana spots the Mega consciousness to cut off, to destroy defilements. So Nibbana also real Dhamma, because Nibbana spots the Mega. So according to Patana Aramana Pachiyo, as an object, it spots to the Mega. So real Dhamma is Mega and Nibbana. Why we call it real Dhamma? Because Dhamma is destroying defilements. So that is a literal meaning. So names are sometimes according to meaning, sometimes not according to meaning, just a call. You may say so-called. So-called. Some people say white, but really not white. So that name says not according to meaning. Maybe so-called, like that. So some are according to meaning. That is what we call ananta. The name follow the meaning. Some names are wrongly we call in Bali. The name not follow according to meaning, like that. So Dhamma is bearing or bringing Bringing is another definition is destroying defilements. Which one destroy the defilements? Mega destroy defilements. Nibbana destroy defilements. So mega and nibbana is Dhamma. So how about Phala? Phala is a result of Dhamma. Result of Dhamma. Result of Dhamma is Phala itself already mega destroying the Phala, no need to do. But a little bit the same job. The same job means, to extinguish the fire, you may pour the sand. So the fire extinguish, stop. But it still have a heat. If you pour cold water, so that is a killing fire. So Phala is like this. First time once you see Nibbana, that is a mega, only one time, one moment. Maybe still have a heat. Next 2 or 3 times, Phala consciousness arise. So that is a pouring water to cool down. So because of this, Phala is the same job, the same as mega. Because of similar to mega, Phala also can get that name. He also Dhamma, destroying defilements. Like that. So that is because of similarity. Similarity. So that is not directly named, not literally. Another one is not literally, how to say, metaphorically or something. Another word. How about? Metaphorically, yeah. Metaphorically, yeah. I forgot another word. So metaphorically, because of similarity. So the Phala also Dhamma. Mega and Nibbana is really or directly Dhamma. Phala is because of similarity. Another thing is because of result. Because of result of Mega also. Result of Mega also we call like this. Sometimes in the scripture mentioned like that. Chakuna Rupan Vasati. Saw the Kala with the eye. Chakuna is eye. Actually, according to Vidama, according to reality, the eye cannot see the Kala. So only mind, only dependent on the eye. That is the only can see. That means that when you are sleeping, someone open your eye, or show something not see like this. So the eye cannot see color object. But although cannot see, we see the color with eye. Although we say eye, you cannot take the meaning eye. Eye cannot see. The mind dependent on the eye can see like this. So saying is a chakuna, eye sensitivity, but you have to take a meaning, the consciousness based on eye, like that. So eye and eye consciousness have a relationship. We say eye is basic because of foundation, that is a cause. Consciousness is because of have to dependence on the eye, so that is a result. So the chaku is the name of cause, but put on the effect, result. That is what we say metaphorically. Why we can say that these two have a relationship. That is the base. That is something dependent on the base. So very near. If very near, name can change here and there, like that. So Mega and Phala also very near, cause and effect. So can change. So another one is Pariyati. Pariyati is the Buddha's teaching. The Buddha's teaching also Dhamma. The Buddha's teaching is can destroy the defilements and cannot destroy directly. So once you read, no meaning, no yet destroy defilements. You still may have a chance to go to vocal stage, although you know the teaching. But that is the cause of Mega. So by using in the way from the Buddha's teaching, we can get Mecca. Because of the cause of Mecca, we can get Dhamma name for the teaching. So teaching also the Dhamma, metaphorically. Because the teaching is a cause, Mecca is become result. So the name of Dhamma is the result of the name or result, but put on the cause. So that is a can do, or because of have a relationship, cause and effect. If I have a relationship, we can put it here and there. So because of this teaching, also the Dhamma. So what is the Dhamma? Mecca and Nibbana. Really, Dhamma can describe the economics. Phala is because of result of Mecca. That is also Dhamma. Teaching also Dhamma. So if someone asks what is the Dhamma, so Mecca Phala, Mecca 4, Phala 4 is the Dhamma 8. Nibbana also Dhamma 9. Teaching and so 10 kinds of Dhamma is we call Dhamma. So Buddha Dhamma Saranam Gacchami, we approach or associate with the Dhamma is 10 kinds of Dhamma. Mecca 4, Phala 4, Nibbana and the teaching. So that is the Dhamma. Why we call it Dhamma? Because it can bring the one who practice Dhamma. So another one is Sangha Saranam Gacchami. What is the Sangha? Sangha is combination. Sangha. Combination, how to combine? According to view, according to morality. So that is referred to the noble persons. Noble persons. We associate with the noble persons as a repute. Not just a friend, not just a mother or father. As a repute. So those are called Sangha. Why we call it Sangha? Because of combination according to morality, according to view. They have the same morality. 2-7. Nobody breaks those morality intentionally. So everybody is the same morality. In the same way, everybody is the same view. The same view is that these are suffering, origin of suffering, cessation of suffering, path that leads to suffering, cessation of suffering. Like this, everybody they hold such a Four Noble Truth view. So they have the same view, they have the same morality. Because of this, those group of bhikkhus we called Sangha. So the other, like ordinary bhikkhus, are similar to Sangha. You can pay homage, no problem, referring to the Sangha. Like a Buddha statue. Buddha statue is we don't have Buddha's quality fully. But if you pay homage as a Buddha, you can get a kusala. So ordinary person is quite similar. Morality is 2-7 morality the same, but sometimes they break. So view also they have such a view for this is the suffering, this is the original suffering, but not so stable. Like something similar. So Buddha image also something similar to the Buddha. So you can pay homage Buddha image. Also Buddha also. You can pay homage via Sangha also. Ordinary Sangha referring to the Sangha. If so, that is a Sangha Saranam Gacchami. Yeah. About the Gacchami approach, associate. What is association? So, associations can be mundane and supramundane. If it's supramundane, after having Sotapanna, those people are no more breaking. Always associate with the Buddha Dhamma Sangha as a repute. So for the mundane people, mundane situation, we may break three refuges. When we fast, we also maybe that's like not sure. That is no problem. Breaking because of what's that? Because of being dying. Because of dying. So that is no akusala. Sometimes we approach other religion, we lose faith. That is a breaking with akusala. So two kinds of breaking. One is because of time, one is because of losing faith, losing wisdom. So one is no akusala because of time. That is we cannot like that. What is approaching Gicchami according to Via Dhamma? So if someday we very want to be accurate, we have to take the Abhidhamma way. The meaning of what? So refuge, Gicchami is what? Approaching is what? Having faith. That is one. Having faith in Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. That is approaching. As long as you have faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, you are doing Gicchami. Another one is the wisdom based on faith. Based on faith. Maybe right view. Wisdom is the right view about the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. That is based on faith. That's the two factors we call Gicchami. As long as you have faith, as long as you have wisdom. So that is Gicchami. So a little bit I want to share my idea. So in the Buddha time, okay, you can meet Buddha. Just having faith is enough. You can listen to the Dhamma from the Buddha. So nowadays also according to book, maybe the Dhamma like that. Okay, so about the Dhamma, quite okay. So Sangha also, if you have chance to meet Noga Pasa, just having faith enough. You pay homage, although you know or you don't know, no problem. But if nowadays there are many statues, what is a Buddha if you don't know? Having faith may not be enough. Because that is a statue is not real Buddha, many kinds of statue. What is your imagination? What is your thinking? So you may need the knowledge. So nowadays we may need to know what is the Dhamma, especially. The Buddha is who teaches Dhamma, who knows Dhamma, who improves in Dhamma. So without knowing Dhamma, you may not know what is the Buddha. Maybe if you learn a history, something like in India, Buddha place, Siddhartha was born after that practice. Maybe according to that you can do. Yeah, so nowadays knowing Dhamma is quite important. So it should be together with knowledge, together with the faith. Just the faith may not be so enough. Like that. That is my idea. Then as Scripture we say, one is the faith, one is the wisdom, together with the faith. So that is a Gicchami. So some people is by paying homage they take 3 refuges. Some people by saying I am your disciple, like that. Some people by saying praising to the Buddha, they take 3 refuges, and that's in many different ways. So taking 3 refuges is not like that. Some people pay homage to the Buddha because of relatives. Some Sajja clan, they pay homage to the Buddha because of their relatives, not because of Buddha. So although they pay homage, that is not taking 3 refuges. Some people, because of fear, they pay homage to Buddha. Buddha is very powerful, associated with many kings. So if I not pay homage, I may have a danger. I'm thinking like that, they pay homage. They also not taking 3 refuges. Some of his friends, they think, before Buddha, he taught us about the worldly improvement, how to collect the money, how to play something like that. So because of this, they pay homage as a teacher. That is also they not take 3 refuges. Next one is because of their relatives practicing. Later one, they have to pay homage. Because of those rules, they pay homage to the Buddha. They also not taking 3 refuges. So, as a higher receiver, they will pay homage. can increase the good karma. If so, that is the taking of 3 refuges. In the same way, you are taking 3 refuges to the Buddha. If you pay homage to other religion teacher, because of relatives, because of fear, because of teacher, if so, not breaking 3 refuges. Because you pay homage to other religion, because of fear, because of teacher, because of relatives practicing something. If so, you are not breaking 3 refuges. So some people want to get a medicine. You get a medicine, they may pay homage to something. Yeah, quite okay. That is. So, what is the morality of devotee who take 3 refuges? Upasaka, we call it Upasaka. Upasaka is who approach to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. Once you do Buddha Saranagacchami, that is Upasaka, Upasika. For the lady Upasika, for the man Upasaka. Upasaka, Upasako. See, Upasika, Upasako. Like that. What is the morality of Upasaka? That is 5 precepts. Not killing, not stealing, not telling a lie, not doing misconduct about the sexual case, not drinking alcohol. That is the morality of a devotee. So what is the livelihood of Upasaka? Upasaka is 5 trading, not do. One is weapon trading, human being trading, the animal for the flesh, the alcohol or intoxicants, the poison, not trading. That is the moral Upasaka's livelihood. So, what is this trying of Upasaka? Upasaka is a little low quality Upasaka. Here say Upasaka Sandala, Upasaka Beggar, Upasaka Mala, Upasaka Dadi. Now here mentioned the Upasaka Patikaucha is blameworthy Upasaka, like that. That is Asada, no faith. Dosila, no morality. Koduhala Mingalika. Koduhala Mingalika is believing blessing about that many people are saying. Many people, some Chinese or numerous, everybody may have maybe something is good luck, something is bad luck, like that. So someone in the shop goes calling in the games, calling in the games. So that is called to Halamingalika. Believing about that so much. That is a little bit dark for the devotee. So not believing in karma. Karma is not believing much. Although approach Buddha. He is still approaching Buddha, but he believing those there. Karma is not much believing. So that is the dark. So after that, finding out the receiver outside of the Buddha's dispensation, higher receiver. They think donating other places they get a lot of kusala. Like that. So that is also that. Actually, within the Buddha's dispensation can get a lot of kusala. Higher receiver. Outside may not have. Because of compassion you can donate. Not because of higher receiver. If you think because of higher receiver, that is you are lower quality upasaka. Like that. Because of compassion, because of want to help other people, that is you can donate. The Buddha also some teaching have. If someone asks, where I should donate, where I should offer. If someone asks, so they could have to say where you believe, where you have a faith only. But if they ask what is more benefit, like that, if you ask they can explain about the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, higher receiver, like that. So, and that is like something lower quality upasaka. Higher quality upasaka to be like this such have faith and morality, not believing many people saying blessing, believing in karma, not finding out the higher receiver outside of the Buddha's dispensation. So like this. So after the Ajata Sadhu went back, so the Buddha saying to the bhikkhus, the Buddha told the bhikkhus, this king, distracted by himself. He has killed his father. If he he didn't kill his father, by listening to this talk, we have Sotabhati Mega. Now it is trying by himself. So the Buddha told to the bhikkhus like this. So that is in the Sutta about this in the commentary. He going around when he went back. He going around 3 times to the Buddha by holding like this, come together. He back facing to the Buddha until he cannot see to the Buddha. That is the way went back. So he can be sort of Adimaka by listening to this talk if he hasn't killed his father. Now he was reborn in the Loha Gombi, hell called Loha Gombi. Loha Gombi means I think fire, like the iron fire burning. So he sank down 30,000 years to sink it down. After getting the lowest place, later higher up again. That is also 30,000 years. Or 60,000 years. He have to be suffered because he killed his father. So if so, by listening to this Sutta, what is the benefit for him? Before, after killed his father, he cannot sleep at night. Because of this, always he try not to sleep. Once he sleep, putting many sword in his body by crying, he has to wake up. So after listening to this Dharma talk, which is delicious, nutritious, so can sleep. Another thing is make a puja to the Buddha Dhamma Sangha very much. So complete, so strong faith. Among ordinary person, he is the most strongest faith he has. So in the future, he will be Vijayaka Buddha, named Vijidavi. After having like this, he will be pre-Nibbana. Like this, that is the benefit of listening in this Sutta. So he has a lot of faith to the Buddha. So first the Sangha concept, he did. So another thing is when the Buddha passed away into Nibbana, so the ministers don't get to see him. So first of all, they have to make a hole. Put a Chitumadu inside. Chitumadu is a honey, wine, molasses, another butter together. So have to sink into the Chitumadu. After that, have to report about the Buddha's news passed away into Nirvana. So because he has a lot of worry. For him, once maybe he saw the Buddha, very peace, very calm. He needs the Buddha's object to get peacefulness. Because he has killed his father and think. So once he hears the Buddha passed away, very worried. Very worried. So for him should be like this. Actually to get calmness not so easy. Because of this, when the ministers reports about the Buddha's news, have to put in the second hole. Also have to change another hole. Everybody it come out very much. So maybe related to his commitment. Now we finish about the benefit of it life. Yeah, you have listened a long time. You may have many knowledge from the books. Also, you may forget many things. Anyway, yeah, long talk. To get finished is not so easy. Sadhu.
Good afternoon. Just now wanted to talk about the three refuge. In our home, the Buddha image is not like Theravada one, like Mahayana image. Then previously we are Mahayana. After we change to Theravada, then beside Buddha image we have the Bodhisattva is a Mahayana Bodhisattva. When we pay homage every day, pay homage at home. Whether this is will break the three refuges.
Breaking is first of all you should understand take three refuges. Maybe taking three refuges like that. So taking three refuges here saying is very clear. Very clear is Buddha. So you may need to know what is a Buddha. What is Buddha? If you don't know the object. So what is your imagination? Just a statue is not enough. Statue is to remember to the Buddha. To the Buddha. If you don't know to the Buddha, may not take three pictures already. Maybe his story, some people may know his story. Like in India, someone who was born, like Siddhartha was born, later get enlightenment. If you refer to that person, yeah, that is the right person. Right person. So what is your mind inside? Buddha is what? Who? What kind of person? Like that. Based on that, you may take three pictures, you may not take three pictures. So you have a faith, surely. Faith means believing in right person. That is the only we call it Sutta. Believing in wrong person, we don't call it Sutta. That is a wrong decision. Wrong decision. So according to English word, you may have believing. So that is a faith or not sure. Based on what is the Buddha, you know. Who is what is your imagination about the quality of Buddha? Yeah, based on that.
Not the image, like Mahayana image. Buddha's image is not like look like Sri Lanka make one or Burmese.
Yeah.
And Thailand image is a Mahayana image. We pay homage, but we think it's a Gautama Buddha.
Oh, yeah. It's okay. Gautama Buddha is okay.
Not Chinese.
Yeah. Those Buddhas are. Gautama Buddha is okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Uncle.
Statue is not so important. Yeah. According to how much clever to do.
Good afternoon, Bante. Thank you for your talk. Bante, there's one section talk about the benefits of being a renunciant, that one can acquire the psychic power. In your opinion, in today's world, there are so many psychic power that we can learn through meditation. What is more beneficial? beneficial in the today's world?
More beneficial. Actually, Buddha Sasana is to get Janakabhivamsa. Janakabhivamsa very important to stop suffering. So that is vipassana practicing is really Buddha's teaching, no other teaching. So, but jhana is the foundation of vipassana. The Buddha encouraged to practice to get vipassana only, to get vipassana. So that is a goal. Also, based on benefits, if you get a concentration, you can reborn Brahma. So better than human and awful states as a result. Although you not practice vipassana, something better. So if you want to do foundational vipassana more meaningful, the Buddha ways like that. But that is not a final aim. Final aim. So final aim is to get Janakabhivamsa. So to practice jhana is good. So psychic power also the Buddha encourages. If you have psychic power, your concentration is very good. Sure. So to go to vipassana, very good. Another thing is the psychic power may not be able to use in wrong way. So one evil thing you want to do may drop, like the Devadatta cannot do. So that is a good. So if you hold that psychic power, where you want to go can go. Whatever you want to get can get, So lunch time come to Singapore, practicing time to the Myanmar, very good. So it's very beneficial. Some bhikkhus do like this. Go the Venerable in some place. Wherever they want to go, can go. So practicing in time, they go to the Himalaya or Deva realm, even in Deva realm they went. So very good. That is we need such a thing. That is also such a thing. No danger. If something has a danger, just fly away, go away, something. So very useful for the life. So nowadays people are trying to get an aeroplane, car also because of transportation. So that is also needs. So that is a transport of vipassana. For the life also that is a needs. If someone have a very comfortable, no danger in the world, where you want to go. Also, if you want to teach Dhamma also want to teach Dhamma also very powerful. If someone not believe in Deva realm, bring into the Deva realm. So Pa-Auk sometimes he do interview with the Deva female. Which kind of kusala you have done. Because of that you get this life. So the Deva female told Pa-Auk. So Pa-Auk teach people. Very good. No need to see books. Very comfortable. Just an interview. So that is a very good for the psychic power is a very good. So nowadays, Sayadaw also teach about them to see many lives in the past, to see Deva hair like that. So we not so believe about the hair that Deva really have or not. So once you see other beings, you can get the right view. There is a future life, and there is a spontaneous beings like that. So can get more faith. So that is beneficial, very beneficial.
So it means the recollection of past life and having divine eyes is more useful for us to use today.
Yeah. That understanding is very useful. So other people also may not fear to you. So if a mind reader something, knowing others' mind, that is other people may fear you something. But that is together with the goodness. Those persons are good persons. They maintain their goodness. So they fear to lose the concentration. Although they know they will not do evil thing. So yeah, Sayadaw is now teaching like this. That is a possibility. Is very good to see many lives. So our lives are not always high standard. Sometimes even male or female, any life we have. So we can reduce conceit. Conceit. So quite useful. Actually, others, going maybe without going in sky also actually very useful. Sometimes you want to go to Myanmar, want to practice Myanmar, but immigration not accept. So if you have a cycle power, no need immigration agreement. Just go. That's the my country. Like that. So actually, everything are useful. Sometimes some places are not suitable to practice. We have to stay because of medicine, because of food. So we cannot practice well. Food is practicing place and not so popular. So if someone can find the sky, to get the food easy, come to Singapore PMC. After that, go to another place. So actually quite useful. Reasons are useful. So because of this also, the Buddha may teach like this. So even for the Buddha, before Vipassana, he practiced Bopinivasanasati knowledge. The collection past the life after the Deva Chakra. Maybe that is quite. Nowadays also many people admit that they admit they get like this. So maybe easy, more easy, also more beneficial. Have to think like this because of the Buddha also did before Vipassana. So some Bhante Nuruddha also they do like this. So another thing is until obviously heaven. Nowadays people still trying to still can get. The other may difficult. Not so obvious nowadays. Anyway, I think if someone have those there, I go. I go.
Thank you for the
Yeah.
more Dhamma about Buddha teaching.
Yeah.
After this lesson, can Bhante teach all this Nikaya book?
Huh? No, Nikaya book.
Yeah, all the Sutta.
You may need to come every day. Yeah, can teach. According to the sequence, also can teach. If we think others are beneficial, more beneficial, we may teach another. So after this lesson, next Saturday, I may teach Pali pronunciation. Some people ask Pali pronunciation. Pali, how to read the Pali? How to read the Pali? Yeah. Maybe Pali pronunciation or something. Pali pronunciation. What? How to read the Pali, huh? How to read the book. Yeah. So, right. Yeah, you can announce. You know. Yeah. Pali pronunciation may need 2 weeks. 2 weeks. enough. If needed, we may continue another week. So 2 weeks are quite enough.
One thing, sorry, coming back to this Sutta, talks about the benefits of one's life. Then for us, like we are female, there's no way that we can renounce. So that means we have to wait until we become a male. There's no chance, there's no benefits that we can so-called reap in this life.
That is means if someone can practice according like he are practicing his like this morality to practice controlling difficulty, being content, mindfulness and comprehension, getting jhana, practicing vipassana. So like this, that is to practice. If you can arrange to practice this, that is possible. That is possible. So what is the difficulties? So even for the bhikkhus, actually Singaporean, for example, may have difficulty, no much place. We have a place not so sure, because the country is very small. Usually we need a secluded place. So even amongst some situation get some situation a bit difficult. If you can arrange possible, some people can arrange to stay. For example, money is enough for the whole life. So that is very possible. Some people I know like they have a house, they can rent. Money, monthly they get high amount of money. So if they can stay everywhere, for example, stay in Myanmar comfortably. So if they can practice, that is like a lay people thinking. So for the bhikkhus or nuns, that is have to dependent on Dharma. Dependent on Dharma. Dependent on the, according to Buddha's saying, like Pindiya Lopa Bhojana Nesaya. Pindiya Lopa Bhojana Nesaya means so we ordain, so preceptors say like this. So no worry for the bhikkhu life. Bhikkhu life says Pindiya Bhojana Nesaya, dependent on the food, getting by going around in a village. You no need to worry about the food, how to get. You go to the village, you go around. So we have to depend on those food. So like that. That is about the food. Dwelling in place is another tree in the forest, like a dwelling in place. Medicines, Pudimota basic, like urine calm or something, common cats and those medicine. So clothes also find out here and there like this. So in this way only we can get the properties. That is very dependent on the Dhamma. So for the Myanmar, we know if someone practice morality quite good, people will surely will spot. Easy to get. But very high situation standard food and may not get according to their level. Maybe more than that level, some of them may get. May not be Singapore level or not so sure. Like that. So, that is for the Myanmar. Like that. So, actually every man also, they may have difficulty to decide to be monk. Not so comfortable. Female also, in Myanmar can be shy. Actually need to have a free time. Free time only important. So if you can manage a free time, possible to get. So many Myanmar females, they do as a nun. They establish monastery. Yeah. Some of them are better than us. In my village, there are many bhikkhus. Many bhikkhus. Chale is not many, about 2 or 3 I know. So those 2 or 3 are all abodes. In the city, Yangon, Mandalay. So many bandits cannot be about in the Mandalay or Yangon. Mostly in the village or something. Yeah, female little bit difficult to stay in the forest. So originally they have it dangerous. For the male, even not have a property, more free. So to practice Dhamma, we a little bit need to stay in the forest. So need a good government to protect. Like that. Nowadays, stay together with the bhikkhus, quite a little bit more. So possibly many females they are getting jhana, vipassana. So others say that is the benefit of bhikkhu life. So including the benefit of nuns. Yeah. Okay. To sharing merit. Idam me punya nibbanassa pacayo hotu idam me punya asawakaya waham hotu mama punya bhagan sabba saddhana bhajemi te sabbe me sama punya bhagan labandu sadhu sadhu sadhu